Welcome back to another TKbreezy video. We got some news to talk about. Fresh cut news, Cody Schwab news, and then this quick tidbit from HBox that this leak was 100% accurate. They called it. This is from June 19th. Pyro, in case you're wondering what games will be announced, and well, they were correct. So that's cool. But the wonder right there was actually pretty cool. Yeah. And then also people are being weird about Elephant Mario, but like, it's just another power, bro. Y'all don't have to read that hard into it, you know? Y'all wanted a Donkey Mario? Should have been stupid. Now let's get into some actual news. So, first things first, we got IBDW, who might quit. And the reason why he might quit is because he is not sponsored. So he said, important Melee decision after the dust in the past few years has settled. We'll appreciate and love you all no matter what happens. I generally love my time in Melee, and it's, well, hold on, let me bring that down a little bit. I generally love my time in Melee, and it's forced me to grow both as a competitor and person in ways I could never imagine. Having said that, I'm not a kid anymore. I'll be turning 29 in January, and after 8 years of playing this game, I don't feel like I've been able to position myself to start and take care of a family in a manner that I find fulfilling and safe. I would love to keep playing Melee for the foreseeable future, and will do my best to make the dream a continued reality at some point. However, I can't keep bashing my head into the wall and praying for a different outcome. Esports is inherently volatile, so I've made a decision that if I don't feel by Genesis that I've turned this into something that can propel me into whatever my next phase of life be, I'm going to hard cut off Melee and retire. But if I somehow become a genuinely exceptional content creator that can sustain a large stream for Melee while traveling, or somehow business venture takes off, I'll absolutely keep competing as well. I'll of course do my best to make this work. And to those who feel I should find another job, I hate to say it, but that's not how it works at top level anymore. Competing to be number one is an exhausting mental endeavor that requires my focus 7 days of the week. Nothing is imminent, of course. This is more my way of letting you all know what's the worst case scenario for me. I'm hopeful I'm finding a good fit somewhere, but even if not, you all mean the world to me. But I can tell you how much I appreciate your support, or I can't tell you how much I appreciate your support. Even to those who only watch to root against me, thank you. Damn, thank you. You all make us able to do this for a living, and hopefully I'll be able to keep it going for a while longer. So that's where IBDW is at. He's been kind of like that for a while, but like IBDW has had two different bad moments. So like Panda canceled, which we all felt. Then he was on another team, and then COG also disappeared. So rip, like, you know, what can you do? Like, that's kind of rough. Like, it's not his fault that like COG kind of went down like that, but that is what happened. So unfortunately though, like, I definitely feel his plight, because I feel like I'm kind of in the same boat of like not really like feeling sustainable with this. And there was actually another tweet that I saw recently that was about that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, which, by the way, before we get too far off of, so EE gets signed today. Congratulations, EE. He gets signed today by Luminosity. And instead of just getting him the congratulations, we got meanwhile, the #2 Melee player in the world is on the verge of retirement because not having a sponsor. EE is cool and all, but you guys need to get your priorities straight. What do you know about priorities? You don't run this company. You don't know what the fuck they're trying to do. Maybe they want a bunch of content creators. Maybe they want to put a bunch of cool people on camera. Like, let me just show you all the screen real quick. This shit has got to stop. This right here, this got to stop. Big shouts to EE, you know, getting signed, but this shit's got to stop. Just say your congratulations and move the fuck on, right? If it hurts you so much that somebody else got sponsored except for your favorite player, then you sign them. But if you don't have the money to sign them, then shut the fuck up. Like, straight up. You know what I mean? I also don't like, you know, I've said congrats, you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of people in here tagging me as well to be like, get TKbreezy, blah, blah, blah. I get that support. Please don't do that. I don't think that's going to help my cause. And on top of that, I don't want to take away any of the shine of any of my boys getting signed. If they sign me, they sign me. And if they don't, they don't. You know what I mean? Like, clearly, whatever EE and Coney got going on, that appeals to Luminosity more than whatever I have going on. And that's okay. You know, maybe I'm just not that good of a content creator to them, and like, so they don't really find value in me. Totally fine. You know what I mean? Or maybe I get signed later. Who knows? But all I know is that, like, I don't like when someone gets signed and then like immediately it's like, yeah, well, fuck his sign. What about this guy? Let's not do that. I would never do that. I've never done that. When someone, you know, like, I see this also done when people get like commentary slots, and then like someone will get into the comments and they're like, where is insert commentator that didn't get signed for this thing? Never do that. I don't do that for any announcement. I don't do that when I'm not signed. Like, I can't believe they didn't get me or anything like that. That's just not my jam. Like, just be happy for the people that got fucking signed and or picked up for the job, and then you'll get them next time. You'll get them next time. Okay, here we go. This is just from the other side of things. This is just, I'm sure this is probably not gonna like go over too well when I like try to speak about this. When I'm trying to speak about this, not as angrily as possible. So we got, okay, y'all, thought experiment time. If some of the best commentators in FGC cannot get consistent work because we're getting new faces on the mic, how can these people push the average wage of commentary up or make a living wage? I know for some people, this is a part-time job, fun, or a hobby, but some are trying to take this seriously and make it their job. How is it supposed to happen if they are working 6 or so hours tops over 3 days because they're actual fuck ton of commentators for each game? And then he was like, too many people in the FGC are willing to work for a hot dog and a handshake. And while I understand doing it for the love of the game, make sure someone else isn't taking your love and making it their business. Now, this tweet makes a lot of sense in multiple ways. Yes, people are working for a hot dog and a sandwich, and y'all need to stop doing that. That is like, you are diminishing the value of the people who worked hard. But me specifically, it's not because I don't want new commentators to succeed, but I just feel like I've worked like 8 to 9 years of consistently being good and at the top of commentary to still feel like I'm at like ground floor. And you know how much that sucks to do that much work to like still feel like I can't really like call this a full-time job. Because of all the stuff that happened last year, there's way less tournaments. So now I'm branching out to other games, but I'm starting at the other games at level 1 because I'm not known in those games yet. And so you got to go through the whole process again. But when you look at it from comparison to being like a top commentator like League or like Rocket League or like Dota, bro, we will never, we will never ever have that like person who is just solely living off this. It is impossible. And it's nobody's fault other than the landscape of FGC eSports. Genuinely, like, I can ask for my rate, but then they can also just hire a local person because they don't find the value of a commentator as important as, say, a league commentator. Like, you can't just put Jimmy Joe, who does collegiate, onto the Rocket League main broadcast. But you can definitely put some guy who's only done his locals on the main broadcast if you don't feel like hiring out. So, but I still will put myself in a rate that I feel like is acceptable. Like, I always tell people what my rate is, and I'm like, but we can work around that. So that way I don't eat up the entire budget, but also so I don't feel like I'm getting underpaid for my work. And then we agree on a number, and then I make moves. I promise you that number is never a hot dog and a handshake. TLs and shit talk. So if you do one tournament for free, but just because you wanted to get there, and then you try to ask for money for the next one, they're going to be like, well, you did this one for free. Like, why not do mine for free? Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, our last story is about Fresh Cut, who just not really doing real good in the community favors tab right now. So we have Radstads, who is, let me make sure I get this all correct, short form editor for Ludwig. Oh, I did not follow him. My fault. Ludwig, The Yard, Mogul Moves. Cool dude. He says, yo, Fresh Cut. Any reason you have an entire community category dedicated to a singular Fresh Cut partner account that does nothing but steal fully produced and edited content? And obviously he saw this because he edits for Ludwig, and then they just took it and put it on Fresh Cut. And he said, and to clarify, this isn't even like an open community category, so it's not just random user stealing. Only this one specific account can post here, and it's the only category like that, so I can assume it's an account directly run by Fresh Cut. And then we also have Bot Matt, who said this a while ago. He said, my account was stolen by Fresh Cut, or my content was stolen by Fresh Cut after I explicitly told them that I did not want to see my content on their app without my consent. This is nasty behavior from a company that is partnered with Collision Smash and supported by multiple Smash players, including HBox. Don't really know why they had to do all that. So Radstats actually caught another person doing this a while back, November 4th, 2021, says, yo, eSports, is there any reason you as a verified brand account are shamelessly ripping all the content of your TikTok from other content creators, like literally just downloading and reposting TikToks with the watermark removed and improper tagging? So yeah, we got that. Adrian Juvie Guy, big shouts to Juvie Guy. They answered this, but maybe they deleted that answer because they definitely answered this tweet. Okay, here we go. So we did get a, I guess, update. Good first steps. Shouldn't have taken over a year of public calls to actually hold yourselves accountable. And the immediate and initial disregard for the issue. Yeah, we still, but that's how content platforms work. It says way more about your true beliefs than this statement. So it says, hey, Radstads, we're a content platform, and a bunch of our content will be reposted and credit given. We do not monetize this content. If you do have any issues at all, please report the content we'll happily remove. And Radstad says, I don't give a fuck if the content is directly monetized or not, especially when it's your official account stealing. You're extracting the value from other creators and taking hours of paid work for free. So you can artificially inject original content and community into your app. And then, so they made a statement. It says, a statement to our community and creators. We want to address the concern that has been raised today regarding reposting and crediting. We are sorry. Reposting and crediting will stop on the community feature accounts. Older posts will take a little bit of time, but ultimately will be removed. If we produce editorial coverage on topic, it will be clearly shown or captioned as editorial content. If we feature a creator's content, we'll make sure to ask for permission first. We understand that not all creators want their content reshared for future. We hear the feedback and are taking action. We make mistakes. Please keep feedback coming. We read notes every day from reports, Discord tickets, and support freshcut.gg to help maintain the platform. We're sorry for this and are grateful for the continued help. We committed to making these changes for the benefit of our community creators, and we value your trust and patience. So it's good that they did apologize. You know, that's great. But I just don't, like, I'm back to square one, basically, of Freshcut of like, what the fuck are we doing here? We don't know what we're doing here with Freshcut, because again, they had this idea of like, we're going to be, you know, the new, or the gamer TikTok. I like that idea at first, but then I thought about it. TikTok's fucking large, bro. You can't beat TikTok at TikTok. You know what I mean? Because TikTok has gaming TikTok. Like, I'm pretty sure if I took all of my current Freshcut content and just slapped it on the TikTok, I would have had way more views over there. And that's no shade at Freshcut. It's just their newer platform. One of those things would have blown up and become viral, right? So, like, I'm at the point now where I just don't know what Freshcut, you know, does for the community. So, and like, maybe they can turn this thing around. So I'm not dooming them to the end of the earth to be like, they'll never, ever be able to redeem themselves. I just don't really feel like they are doing well. Are you saying they got hacked recently and they had to delay a lot of stuff like payments for security reasons? Not sure if they told you that. Bro, I have been with them for 3 months. So unless they got hacked 3 months ago, that's not a good excuse. Like, unless they got hacked exactly 3 months ago. Do you work for Freshcut though? Because I feel like you're really trying to go to bat for them. Like, what the fuck? Anyway. Anyway, all I'm saying is at this point in time, I just don't know what they can do to go up. Do I want them to succeed? Yeah, I would love for them to succeed. I would love anybody who tries to hop into Smash and throw some money into this little thing to succeed. Because yeah, the Smash ecosystem fucking sucks right now. Off history, so far, only one thing has seemed to have worked. And that is, well, two things, I guess. When Red Bull shows up, Red Bull shows up. And when Papa John showed up, they showed up pretty well too. Freshcut's not looking so great right now. And I guess Metafy's doing well too. So yeah, so Thunder and Freshcut not doing so great. Panda's been taken down, although again, don't think they had to get taken down. Think we could have just ousted the one person that was the issue. But of course, the Smash pitchforking always goes too far, right? We've lost 2 tours. We've lost BTS, even though that might be coming back now with the Ludwig announcement. But yeah, man, it's just not looking good. You know, it's not looking good. LG's doing good right now too, but I don't really know what, like, LG is like. I don't know where the money's coming from, and I'm not gonna ask. As long as, like, congratulations to everybody getting signed by LG. And so I'm proud of everybody that's getting signed for sure. Don't know how, you know, this is all gonna play out in the future, but as of right now, I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic and hope that, like, shit just keeps popping off. But for Freshcut in particular, I'm hoping that, like, they can figure out what they need to do next, because right now it's not looking so great. But hopefully they do. Hopefully they have some type of plan here, because, you know, when we talked to them the first year, or before everything started, and they said basically they have no intention of, like, making money this year. Makes sense, right? You know, you don't want to, like, come in here with the idea of, like, we have to make money, but you still have to come with a game plan to get people on your side. And right now, I don't see the people on their side. Yeah, it's, you know, so the thing that you set out to do is not really working out. We'll have to see, man. Obviously we'll be covering everything that goes on with Freshcut and the Smash community and just the esports in general in the future. So if you guys are enjoying these type of videos, make sure you leave a like, comment below. If you have any thoughts or you have any insight definitely leave a like, comment below. I do read my comments and answer them as well. And if you want to come and hang out at the stream on a regular basis, twitch.tv says TKbreezy. I stream every day that I'm home. Might even start doing some IRL streams while I'm not home because got to make that content, baby. But yeah, man, thanks for watching this video. There will be more videos in the future, and you know, I'll be here to talk about it. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Peace. All right. That leaves I don't like to ever have to chase down people for money. But once we get past net 30, it's an issue. Unless we talked about that, like